Good morning everyone. Today we will study Chapter 12, Electricity and Circuits. In this chapter we will study about electric current and its sources, electric circuits, we will study about electric bulb and torch, what are conductors and insulators, and lastly we will study about the safety precautions that should be taken while handling electricity. So let's start the chapter. Electricity is very important in our day-to-day life because most of the domestic and the industrial appliances that we use today, they run on electricity. For example, as you can see in the picture, this tube light, air conditioner, television, electric geyser and the fan. These devices, they need electricity for their operation. When these devices run on electricity, that means electric current flows inside them. In this chapter, we will learn more about the electric current, how it is produced, when it is produced, and we will study about the materials that allow electric current to pass through them. So let's start. Now we will study about electric current and its sources. One of the most useful things during a power cut is electric torch. During a power cut, electric torch can be used for the lighting purpose. But have you ever noticed the bulb inside the torch starts glowing when we switch on the torch? Why it happens? Because when we switch on the torch, electric current passes through the bulb, which glows the bulb. But now the question comes, which part of the torch is providing electric current to the bulb? So the answer is electric cells. Electric cells provide electric current to the bulb because of which it glows. Now we will study about electric cell. Electric cell is a device that converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Electric cell has chemicals stored inside it. So these cells produce an electric current due to the chemical reactions taking place inside them. But the chemicals stored in the electric cell is limited. So when the stored chemical energy is used up, the electric cell stops producing electric current. Then we have to replace the cells with a new set of cells. The cells used in a torch, they are called dry cells. This is the structure of a dry cell. Let us understand it. A dry cell has two terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal. Metal cap at the top, it represents positive terminal, and the metal disc at the base, it is the negative terminal. Here you can see this is the zinc container inside which there is the paste of ammonium chloride, and at the center there is the carbon rod with the metal cap at the top. This carbon rod is surrounded by a mixture of powdered manganese dioxide and carbon, and then this whole setup is then sealed so as to avoid the leakage of the chemicals stored inside it. When an electric cell, or we can say dry cell, it is connected to the electric bulb, the electric current starts flowing from the positive terminal of the cell to the negative terminal through this external path. Electric current needs a closed path to flow. As we can see here, current is flowing from the positive terminal to the negative terminal of the cell through this external path. These cells, electric cells, they are available in the various sizes and the shapes. And because of various sizes and the shape, they are called by the different names. For example, this A type of cell, they are AAA cells. These are AA cells. These are called by D cells. These are button cells, and this is the battery that is used in the mobile phone. Battery means when two or more number of cells, they are combined together, they are called by the name battery. These cells are very useful. Electrical cells, they are used in the many portable devices. Portable devices means the devices which we can carry easily. So these cells, they are used in many portable devices such as torches, radios, watches, alarms, etc. As they have different sizes, so they are used in the different types of devices. For example, the AA cell, this, and AAA cell, They are used in the toys, remote controls, etc. But the button cells, they are used in the small portable electronic devices such as wristwatches, calculators, digital thermometers, etc. So this was all about the electric cell. Now we will study about solar cells. Solar cells are the cells that convert the solar energy into the electrical energy. Solar energy means the sunlight that we get from sun. We talk about one solar cell, it produces very small amount of electric current which is not sufficient to operate the appliances available in our homes. So, a number of solar cells, they are connected together to generate the sufficient amount of electric current. When the solar cells, they are connected together to generate sufficient amount of electric current, it is known as solar panels. These are the solar panels here installed on the roof of this house. And these solar panels, they are very useful. They are used for many devices like emergency lamps, they are used for operating traffic signals, and they also used to provide electricity to the artificial satellites also. And nowadays, solar panels, they are also used for the household applications. Let us see. In this diagram, we will see how we can use the solar panels for the household applications. In this picture, on the roof of this house, these are the solar panels. When the sunlight falls on them, these solar panels, they convert the sunlight, or we can say the solar energy, into the electrical energy. But the electricity generated by these solar panels, we cannot directly use this electricity to operate our appliances available in the homes. So, this control device, it changes this electricity and enables it to power our electrical items. After this, from here, this is taken to this breaker box where the mains switch of the house is available, and from this mains switch, this electricity is passed on to the various outlets in the home. Outlets means the plugs and the sockets into which the electrical appliances are connected, and these outlets, they provide electricity to the electrical appliances. So this was all about how we can use the solar panels for the household applications. Now we will study about the electric circuit. Electric current needs a complete path to flow between the two terminals of an electric cell. This path is known as electric circuit. Or if I talk in the simple words, then electric circuit, it is a closed path for the flow of the electricity. Let's try to understand it with the help of the diagram. As I told you, in this case, electric current, it is flowing through this closed path. Electric current needs closed path to flow between the two terminals of cell. Here, electric current is flowing through this closed path. So, this is electric circuit. Now we will see the main component of an electric circuit are the electric cell and the device. As we saw in this case, it was bulb and the conducting wires and a switch. Let us see. These are the examples of closed and open electrical circuits. First one, this is a closed circuit. When the switch is on, that means circuit is complete and electric current will flow through this circuit and bulb will glow. And second is the open electrical circuit. In this, switch is off, because of which circuit is not complete and no electric current will flow and bulb will not glow. This will be more clarified with the help of these figures. When the switch is on, here we can see the path is complete. With this, due to this switch on, the path is complete. So the electric current will flow and the bulb will glow. But if I talk about the open circuit, here you can see the switch is off. Switch is off means this condition. We can see the path is incomplete, or we can say path is broken. So no electric current will flow through the open circuit. Now, after understanding closed circuit and open circuit. Now we will say what is switch. A switch is a device which helps us to connect and disconnect to the circuit easily. When we turn on the switch, as in this case, when the switch is on, circuit is closed, so the electric current will flow through it. But when we turn the switch off, circuit is open and no current flows through the circuit. So, switch is a device that helps us to connect and disconnect to the circuit easily. Now we will study about the circuit diagram. We can draw the circuits with the help of the symbols of the components of the circuit. What are the components of circuit? Switch, bulb, connecting wires and this cell. These are the components of the circuit. We can draw the diagram using the symbols of the component of circuit, and such diagram is known as circuit diagram. Circuit diagrams means a diagram where we are using the symbols of the components of the circuit. For example, this symbol will be used for representing cell. It will be used for representing the bulb. This symbol will be used for switch, and this symbol will be used to represent the connecting wires. For example, for the closed circuit, we will be drawing diagram like this. And for the open circuit, we can here clearly see the switch is off. Switch is off means the path is broken, path is incomplete. So, in open circuit, the path is broken, path is incomplete, so no current will flow through the circuit. Circuit diagrams, they are very easy to draw. Now we will study about electric bulb. Electric bulb is a device which produces light when electricity passes through it. So, electric bulb is a device that produces light when electric current passes through it. If we carefully see the structure of the bulb, we will see there is a small coil inside the bulb, and this coil-like structure, it is known as the filament of bulb. When electricity passes through the coil, this coil glows and it produces light and heat, and this is the filament of bulb. And you might have heard the term fused bulb. Fused bulb means the filament of the bulb has broken, and when the filament of bulb breaks, it also breaks the circuit, and now electric current cannot flow through it. So the bulb will not produce light, and such bulbs, they are known as fused bulbs. And very important to note that the filament of the bulb, it is made up of a metal called tungsten. So this was all about the electric bulb, which produces light when electricity passes through it. Now we will study about the electric torch. Electric torch is a simple electric circuit with the electric cells, bulb and switch. If we talk about the structure of the electric torch, there is a ceiling ring, there is a reflector near the bulb which reflects and focuses the light produced by the bulb. This is the lamp, or we can say the bulb used inside the torch. Two dry cells have been used in this torch. There is a metal spring which is connected to the cell, and this is the sliding switch to turn on or off the switch. Now we'll study about the working of the torch. When the switch is turned on, that means the circuit is closed, or we can say the path is complete. Now electric current flows through the bulb and bulb starts glowing. But when we switch off the torch, the circuit is open, or we can say path is incomplete, so electric current will not flow through the bulb and bulb will not glow. And due to the presence of the reflector near the bulb, the light that we get from the torch, it is focused, as we can say in this picture. Now the question comes, what are the conductors and insulators? When we construct an electric circuit, we use copper wires for connecting the components in the circuit. One question is there, can we use cotton thread instead of copper wires for connecting the components in the circuit? The answer is no, because all the materials, they do not allow electricity to pass through them. There are only few materials that allow electricity to flow through them. Let's see what are they. Materials such as copper, iron and aluminium, they are the materials that allow electricity to flow through them. And they are known as conductors of electricity. And the materials like wood, plastic, rubber and cotton, they are the materials which do not allow electricity to pass through them. And they are known as insulators of electricity. Conductors and insulators of electricity both are important for us. Let us understand how. These are the copper wires through which the electric current flows. But the outer covering of these wires, as you can see here, it is made up of either of rubber or plastic, because rubber and plastic, they are the insulators of the electricity. They are very important for us because insulators protect us from the electric shocks, because they do not allow electric current to pass through them. So, both conductors and insulators are important for us. And you all might have noticed the handles of the appliances, they are also made up of the plastic. For example, outer covering of the electric iron, it is also of plastic, because plastic is insulator of electricity and it protects us from the electric shocks. Now we will study about the safety precautions that should be taken while handling the electricity. Human body is a conductor of electricity, so we should be very careful while using electricity. Electricity is very useful in our day-to-day life, but it can cause a lot of damage if it is not handled properly. It can even cause death if the electric shock is severe. So we should take safety precautions while dealing with electricity. Let us see what they are. Never touch a bare electric wire. And if fire is caused due to electrical short circuits and damages, immediately switch off the mains switch. And we should never use water for extinguishing such fires. To extinguishing such fires, we should use fire extinguisher, because if we use water for extinguishing such fire, we may get electric shocks, because water is a conductor of electricity. And we should always wear rubber sandals while handling electrical appliances. And the most important, we should never handle any electrical appliances with the wet hands. So dear students, this was all about the electricity chapter. Thank you.